Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover as we got more from the usual suspects when it comes to Eminem as they keep coming out the woodwork. We already covered one from El Jamar who tried to pretend like he's not been blasting Houdini.
Houdini, you heard that record before?
Houdini, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, you know what?
I'm not gonna lie.
And like we covered in the last video, Candace Owens continues to double down on her delusion that Eminem is using her for clout. And today we have more from Benzino, who went on a rant about how Eminem is scared of him, and I'll leave it up to you guys to spot the irony later in the comment section. And yes, there's something about Eminem that gets these people to want to throw hands after they get dissed.
I went to Detroit and I was there to defend my wife. I ain't give a fuck about no lyrics. I ain't give a fuck about, like, you said some disrespectful shit about my wife and I'm going to beat your ass.
How come he ain't answer back? How come he ain't answer me? I'll beat the shit out of him with these.
I just feel like I could beat him up. I think I could beat Eminem up in a fight. That's how I feel now.
Today we also have more that have emerged linked to the face-off between Slim Shady and Marshall, as we got a teaser trailer a few hours ago and some new details emerged on the web following the teaser, and we'll get to this in a bit. And today we got some interesting updates on Drake versus Kendrick, including the allegations from some DJs in Houston who claimed Drake banned Not Like Us in the city, and the sources in question are now split, as if you recall, the first source claimed Drake really got Not Like Us banned in Houston, which was corroborated by another DJ who claimed, yeah, Adam already got in trouble a few times for playing it at some clubs. Now, the first source decided to double down later by adding, at certain venues, have fun arguing with yourselves in the quotes, drink some water, pray and be happy, beloveds. And this came after they started getting called out for, quote, lying. And the second source in question, quote, folded a few hours ago when she revealed on IG, say what? Drake and J Prince accused of banning Not Like Us from being played in Houston. DJ claims she got in trouble for playing at clubs, and the source cleared it up. Headlines can be misleading. Drake nor J Prince never told me not to play the song. Promoters and people that respect those guys told me not to, and it was understood. That is it. That's all. And this is pretty much damage control, as claiming the headlines are misleading is straight up wrong, as she pretty much gave credence to the original tweet that literally said Drake really got Not Like Us banned in Houston. So this is just straight up damage control after the claims went viral, and perhaps someone's scared and trying to save face because there's nothing misleading about the headline. And some have added in response to this commotion, why would Drake or J Prince personally call her? LOL, it doesn't mean that they didn't tell promoters. And more on this note, wait, who the F thought Drake and J Prince were directly telling them not to play it? Laughing my bum off. We knew they didn't directly do it. They had others do it for them, obviously. And speaking on Drake, apparently he got booed in Canada during a Limp Bizkit show in Toronto, and a snippet titled Drake Gets Booed in the 6 blew up on Twitter.
Did you know Drake's here tonight? I thought Drake was your homie. What? No? Drake's my homie. Well, since Drake's here, he's over here on the side, I'm gonna do this one for him. It's dedicated to you.
And boy, Drake can't catch a break right now, as while some reacted with, it is a 40 to 50-year-old crowd full of white male rock fans. Of course, they don't like Drake, to which a user hit back with, exactly, we know his music is really geared towards minors.
Damn! Tired of this shit, man. It's just too much. I don't want to be the bad guy. People think I love all people. Come on, man.
And some have expanded, regardless of fan base. Before the beef with Kendrick, this would have never happened. People at least respected his star power. Kendrick demolished him so bad, people lost respect for him. And since Kendrick made Not Like Us, and this user claimed that it is obviously white male rock fans who wouldn't like Drake, some of these users couldn't just chill with responses like Drake is white. And moving on, before we get to the next point, apparently Diddy's reputation is nothing to sneeze at, as this made its way to Twitter a few hours ago, a show about haunting demons and devils that had this scene where they were apparently trying to figure out the demon that liked gold and virgins.
So what kind of thing likes virgins and gold? P. Diddy?
Say what now?
P. Diddy? You know, it's comforting.
What's that?
I died for a year, came back, and you're still not funny.
Shut up.
And this got the timeline in tears. Ain't no freaking way I watched this series twice and never caught that laughing emojis. Perhaps Ice Cube wasn't wrong when he said that they had to finally target Diddy to usher in his downfall, as he certainly had a reputation for decades and seemed invincible all this time. And moving on, we got a teaser from Complex for the upcoming face-off between Slim Shady and Marshall, and we got some more details that surfaced on Twitter about this. Somewhere in the Detroit multiverse, Slim Shady has escaped his 2002 timeline and popped through a portal to terrorize 2024, a serial offender with no shortage of targets. Slim's really back with Terminator-type tenacity, bent on taking out the very man that sired him, Marshall Mathers. In the Face-Off, a digital short created in collaboration with Complex, Slim and Marshall spar with the gloves off in an 11-minute roast battle that bends space and time and shatters civility. Only when the dust settles do we discover which one wins the war for the soul of Eminem. But you'll have to watch on the 29th to find who the champ is. And we got some comedy gold on Twitter where fans were going off about this and speculating if this could be linked to a music video for Guilty Conscience 2. But this hit the timeline that got people in tears. Bro, we grew up on Tyler the Creator. We don't give a F that you are edgy. And once again, I'm sorry to say this, but another Gen Zer bites the dust and ends up proving Eminem's point on the album. It is a lot of loudmouths out there, a lot of them young and ignorant, that choose to speak for the entire generation. And Lil Bro has been getting cooked in the replies, and we saw some of the worst ratio yet, with responses like Tyler the Creator grew up on Slim. This is a type of ignorance that comes with Tyler and his crew turning out to be snakes. Now their followers don't even know their own history. How pathetic, when Tyler literally learned to rap because of Eminem, the MMLP album to be specific, but they turned out to be disrespectful to M, and look where we are today. And moving on, we got more from Benzino going off on Eminem because M didn't quote mention him on the new album. Oh, the irony. But check out the snippet.
Martin Luther King, I had a dream. I had a dream that one day people will wake up, my people, the hip-hop community, our culture, the culture wakes up. I had a dream that they woke up one day and they finally seen through this bullshit Eminem, through this bullshit masquerade he's been doing for the last 20-something years. He put this last album out and didn't dare mention my name. Didn't dare mention Benzino. After that ass kicking of Voltorious, and of course the legendary classic now, Rap Elvis, went to Detroit, inner city, went to Mom's Spaghetti, threw the meatballs all over the McCurb, disrespected him in every way, waxed his ass with Rap Elvis, and he came back with an album and didn't even mention the Z-Ster at all. It's over. I finished him. Over. Finito. This album is garbage. Nobody wants to hear this shit. I went through that album. That album's garbage. I didn't hear one song that I liked. It's over.
Bit by a spike. Big Sean's verse was dope, but as a whole, man, that song, we ain't doing that. The culture's not doing that. Listen, it's over.
And I'd say Benzino could have been a more successful comedian.
Bit by a spike.
Eminem so much props. Why? Why do y'all like Eminem? Because he's white?
Bit by a spike.
Is that it? What do you mean? Nah, like, what?
If he put down the fake gangster persona, and seeing Benzino still acting tough in videos has got some asking, didn't this man cry on Drink Champs, laughing emojis, and some users decided to indulge? This dude just be looking to embarrass himself. Eminem is not the problem. You keep attacking someone whom all the credible OGs respect, but you silent on the ish that promotes degeneracy to kids, violence, drug abuse, infidelity. Dude ain't got nothing for the ones effing us over. And over on Reddit, while some believe Benzino got a humiliation kink, others have expanded. Benzino dropped the diss, got no response, then proceeded to get really drunk on a podcast and absolutely bored his eyes out crying over it. Not a little bit either. For like half an hour, can't even form words properly, crying over his beef with Eminem. He destroyed his reputation harder than Eminem ever could. This man went from spending millions of dollars like it was nothing to getting supported by his girlfriend today. Lost respect in his family after he fell from grace, since he most likely used that money to also buy love before he lost it all.
What am I doing wrong? I'm not trying to buy love. I'll take it naturally. You give it to me naturally.
Damn.
And all of this happened just because he failed to do proper risk assessment before engaging in battle with Eminem. People ask why other rappers in the industry at that time didn't go at Eminem, and Benzino is a perfect example of why most rappers didn't take the risk. Losing meant more than just losing a rap battle. Benzino is still facing the consequences of that loss over 20 years later. But over to you guys, share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.